Universal has officially unveiled their details about Epic Universe earlier this week. This project was officially announced all the way back in 2019 to be Universal's fourth park in the Orlando resort. Speculation has been really high ever since it was announced, and now we finally know most of the details that will be going into this brand new park. While a lot of announcements were made last week, we have known a lot of these details thanks to theme parks stop digging up permits about Epic Universe. Now, let's dive into the amazing new details of possibly Orlando's best park when it opens next year. Starting off, the overarching theme seems to be portals that begin each land and take you into a new reality. After you enter through the main entrance, you enter Celestial Park, the main portal that will grant you access to all the other lands in Epic Universe. Filled with fantastic looking shopping and dining along with beautiful fountains and landscape, this looks to be an incredible first impression to this amazing looking park. Celestial Park will also be home to two attractions. Constellation Carousel looks to be an excellent centerpiece and reimagining of this classic attraction while being placed under this beautiful stained glass canopy. The second attraction is arguably one of, if not the most anticipated attraction in the entire park, Starfall Racers. In what looks to be an amazing looking spiritual successor to Dueling Dragons, Starfall Racers is a dueling roller coaster from Mack Rides. With incredible looking near misses and points where the trains interact very closely, Starfall Racers should be a massive hit for Epic Universe. Starting into the portals and going clockwise, you have the West Coast version of Super Nintendo World. I have to admit, I'm not the biggest Nintendo fan, but from what I've seen in Japan and Hollywood, this land truly looks next level. Just like the Hollywood version, you will find Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge. With an amazing looking practical set, projections, and a VR headset that adds so much to this ride, this will be an amazing addition to Epic Universe. Something that's not in the Hollywood version, but is present in Japan is Yoshi's Adventure. This is basically Universal's version of the People Mover, but in a much more colorful setting. Finally, the attraction I'm most excited to see in this land is Donkey Kong Minecart Madness. This minecart roller coaster will pull off what is impossible with ingenious illusions, having the cart jump the track. Technically, a clone of the version is opening up at Universal Japan later this year. Universal has patented a ride technology where Mack Rides will be building a boom coaster, which is a complete circuit but hidden from view. However, what the guests will see is the fake track that will end and create jumps periodically throughout the layout. This is an ingenious design that should be an amazing cherry on top of one of the best looking theme park lands out there. The next land is one that highly intrigues me, since it's based on an IP that today's general public does not highly value. Dark Universe. Themed to Universal's classic monster films from the 1930s and 40s, you will encounter Frankenstein along with many other classic Universal monsters. With another roller coaster from Mack Rides, this spinning launch coaster looks to be themed in the dark forest and should have some cool special effects. The main anchor attraction is Monsters Unchained: The Frankenstein Experiment, themed to Frankenstein and Dracula. This will be utilizing the RoboCoaster from KUKA, which is the ride system Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey uses. Not a lot is known about the interior of this attraction, but if it's anywhere as good as Forbidden Journey is, this is going to be another top-tier attraction for the Universal Orlando Resort. The next land is what most likely is going to be the most popular land in the entire park if the other two iterations give any context, and that is Harry Potter and the Ministry of Magic. Obviously, when the first Wizarding World land opened in 2010, this really changed the path of Universal parks for the better. Now with the third version, we are transported to 1920s Paris, which will take place during the Fantastic Beasts franchise. Filled with the amazing spectacles and a circus show, this should be a grand entrance to the land. What is interesting is once you go inside the Ministry, you are then transported to London and into the Harry Potter timeline for the main attraction. Since time travel and teleportation are in the Harry Potter franchise, I'm excited to see how this will be pulled off. The main attraction is still being kept a mystery, but from what we can understand, it will take place inside the Ministry, and it's heavily rumored that Umbridge will be the ride's antagonist. For myself, I'm hoping to be kept in the dark with this attraction, along with Dark Universe's e-ticket, and I cannot wait to see what we will find in both next year. Finally, what is going to be my most anticipated land is How to Train Your Dragon Isle of Berk. Themed to the beloved animated films, you will have many amazing areas to explore, including a Mack Ride splash boat ride in the center of the land. We are also looking to get a dueling Mack Skyfly ride so you can take flight alongside the dragon. Intamin is installing a family multi-launch coaster, which based on current construction looks to have a lot of great theming areas to propel the story. What I'm looking forward to most in this land is the stage show based on the films. There currently is a version out there in Universal Beijing, which from the little I have seen really reminds me a lot of Aladdin: A Musical Spectacular, which used to run over at Disney California Adventure. If Universal is adding a stage show on par with that masterpiece, then I think this will be the sleeper hit of Epic Universe. Epic Universe looks to really step up the game not only for the Orlando hotspot of theme park, but in the theme park industry as a whole. For the entirety of its existence since 1971, Walt Disney World has been the premier destination for Orlando and the world. Starting next year, Universal really looks to be taking aim at that crown. This will be the first theme park constructed in the United States from the ground up by the theme park giants since the original Wizarding World opened up. The reason why I think that is significant is because Universal and Disney changed once that happened and have been installing these hyper-immersive lands. Epic Universe was built entirely with that thought process in mind. I, for one, am incredibly excited to see this park in its final form, where I do think it has a chance of being the best theme park in the world. Thank you for watching, and if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to Park Productions to find more theme park videos just like this.